Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Dan, the man. Happy Wednesday to you too. Is the sound okay? Well, as much as I'm capable of. Uh, woo, getting the buds in. How is everybody today? It's been a while. It's been a while. I had to take a break. There was so much shit going on. Dear. We'll just wait for a few people. Hey, do. Hello. Oh my goodness. It decided to be fall. So I got my heavy sweater on and some sockies. Hello, Sade. Happy hump day. Oh my goodness. Well, I hi Pink. I know. I wasn't even going to address it, but I'm not going to replay them because they are vile and dreadful, and the sound is crappy. She's sitting in front of the fan. It's just no. I'm not going to bother. We could talk about it though, but hi, average girl. I'm sure she's listening right now. She couldn't. Oh, I know we're stalking her. Oh, there's Dan's aquarium. Christina, hello. You can't chat, but you're here listening. That's okay, sweetie. Thanks for showing up. So what I was going to do for at the beginning of this was Candy did a live react, oh, not a live react, a react to uh, this crazy woman, Miss Egypt Beauty, and I thought, oh no, there's more of them out there. And I thought I'd kind of look into her, but you know what? I think I might skip it only because she hasn't posted for 2 months, and by judging by her last two videos, I think she's had a nervous breakdown or something. So I don't want to. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you want to look at it because it's because she's totally not obsessed with our obsession. Yeah, I know. Now, everybody, do you have your clean depends on? Just, I want to make sure everything is. Uh, uh, I don't know. I don't know if she's just. Um, I'm jumping back to Miss Egypt, but I, I would like to look into more. It seems like this woman is her chat and her live chat and her comment section is absolute comedy gold. I have never seen or have rarely seen what goes on in somebody's chat. She's I have to look into her more, I think, before I really do anything. Like I said, I only caught it from Candy's point, but oh my goodness, there's a lot going there. I know, well, I don't know where average girl. Did you see Candy's react to it? Because holy shit, holy shit. Uh, but going back to our regular dumbass, the stale tea. That's my new name for her. She's stale tea now. Well, she's all up in her feelings these last few days. She's accusing us of obsessively thinking about her, but we're not the ones that are screenshotting. And how many days has she been going over what little she can see on that Discord? There's nothing there that we haven't said to her face. Nothing. Um, oh, and stale tea. We watch what you post because nobody can see anything. It's all out of focus. So, your point being, yes, everybody thinks you're a nutcase. Love it. Oh, God. Ah, average girl needs only when candies. Where's my glasses? Damn it, there they are. I went and got new dollar store readers. Okay. She is interesting. Okay, let's go take a look at her because this is something else here. So let me share the screen. I'll have a bit of a giggle. Uh, okay. And check audio. Okay. There we go. And
Why would I? I had no reason to yell at the cashier at Taco Bell. What a dumb question.
I have to say though, looking at her, can everybody agree that this is French fried Goro in 20 years?
Would you like a dynamite taco? Shift team? Are you hungry? Did you get enough to eat today? Shift team?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's my first taco today. And I need to eat something before I take my high cholesterol medicine subscribed by my doctor.
Boy, she sounds like her, doesn't she? She sounds exactly like stale tea. uh, that's the tea app. How I. Yeah. Well, if you have been listening to stale tea's manic, uh, uh, I don't know what she's trying to do. I honestly did. But she's on and on and on and on. I guess her payment failed for StreamYard, so or declined, payment declined. So she's back on this app on her phone, which is just awful. And she's just been going on and 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 on about shit. She says she got sent some screenshots from the Discord. So she's been obsessing over that. There's nothing scandalous about it. It's nothing new. It's nothing that we haven't said publicly here. So there's no scandal. It's all blurry and distorted on her live stream, so nobody can see what she's talking about. Um, so yeah, Pink, you've been observing her for years. She's not getting better. If anything, she's worse. I hope that Jing Chatting is successful in her case with YouTube because I think it'll be good for everyone. Exactly. Excuse me. Yeah, this is a new one, Pink. Candy kind of did a live on her, and I was completely fascinated by her. Uh, then the fact that she looks like French fried girl. I wish so thick. Uh, how do would have to talk to Kate about that. She has the invites. How do I go about finding? She was complaining about it. Yeah, I know. Like I said, It's basically who's in the chat now. Not everybody, but basically who's in the chat now. And we're talking about the same stuff. Like there's no secret scandal, anything like that. Um, so really, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, go talk to Kate when she shows up, if she does. And you can fix it up with her. But like I said, nothing much. Well, she should be in chat soon. So you can ask her, or if anybody else from the Discord. I don't have an invite. YouTube is the best way to get in touch. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Uh, so back to Miss Egypt Beauty here. I don't know a lot about her. She seems at some point to be completely crazy, like you'll see in this. This is her second to last video, and then she's disappeared for the last 2 months. So maybe she's getting help. Um, but this video it gets stranger and stranger.
So when you sit up there and come in my face when I'm minding my own business at Sizzler in front of people I'm with and ask me and start looking.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt this. I'm trying to find that video. She titles all her videos the same way, Miss Egypt Beauty, the internet sensation. So she went off on a Sizzler waiter or waitress for a perceived slight, and she's been dogged ever since. But I've been trying to find that video. Like I said, all her videos are titled the same way. So it's taking a bit of a fine for me.
Looking at my table and looking at me with devilish, evil eyes. Have you got enough to eat? Don't play with me, because you don't know what I'm going through in my life, nor do I care what you're going through in your life, or Nano's life, or Captain Content's life. Leave me alone. I was having a pleasant time with quality time with them too. Okay, I don't need no manager coming from the west side or the east side or north or south all the way up to me wondering what I'm doing if I'm picking out. Okay, leave me alone, for fuck's sakes.
Ooh. Hey, that's okay, Kate. Do you need the link again? It should be up at. I'm sure you still can get it. Well, hey, let me see. Oh, there it is again. If you need it. I had to address uh, stale teas, manic spurgouts for the last what 3 days. Uh, I just had to, but I'm not going to play any of her stuff. How are you?
Hey,
Hey.
how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Got my hot coffee. It decided to turn fall today, so I got my heavy
Oh,
socks on and my sweater and hot drink.
nice. I'm usually, we keep it extra cool because my husband has to work out in this heat all the time. And
Oh,
so when he comes home, we want him to be cool and comfy. So we keep the house fairly cool. During the day, I cheat a little bit and turn it up, but that way I don't, because I'm a freezer. I'll stay here. I'm like I said, I'm doing the same thing you are. I'm wearing sweats and a fleecy shirt and just hanging out with
yeah.
my baggy, happy clothes. So, but
Oh, for
I'll be
sure.
sitting there and he's like, "Oh, happy," and he'll look over at me and I've got a blanket. He's like, "Honey, are you cold?" I'm like, yes, I am." Oh,
Oh, yeah. No, it's just been crazy the last few days. I was DMing with you and saying, well, I'm not going to talk about her. Let's talk about some other stuff. And I just couldn't help it. I went and broke my own promise to myself. But As I told everybody, I have no intention of playing any of her last few videos. They're just atrocious. So
Oh, yeah, if you're talking about who I think you are, yeah, it's
yeah,
come on. Um,
yeah,
and just for the record, we have no nudes of anybody, thanks anyway. And if you want to say we've got some pussy, it would be some cat pictures of my new kitten. So other than that,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
wrong
That's
Discord, folks. Just saying. Uh,
which so thick was interested in it. So I don't know if you want to connect her with it, or I know there's been some glitches happening. So
There has, and I'm sorry, I'm looking at AMB. Honey, I will add you back um, with no problem. I can send you a direct invite. Um, and I don't know what the glitches are going. I mean, one minute it's working fine, the next minute it's glitching, and it's just like, I don't know. So, and because again, I've done Discord tons of times, but I've never had to make one with restrictions, with roles and that kind of stuff in it. So I think that's where I'm getting a little bit goofied up because normally everybody is equal. The other Discord, nobody has roles, everybody's equal, so it's no big deal. Um, and I think people too are getting and confused about. Um, I have a Discord with Candy, then I have a separate Discord. So, and that's the new one that everybody thinks is all hilarious. Like, yeah, please, people, there's so many conversations going on in Discord at the same time. And
I know.
certain people have a hard time following one. So yeah, so it's just comical. I don't blame you. I wouldn't even mess with it. So, um, but what's going on here with everybody else? Oh, average girl, I know your fan gets a workout, sweetheart. Oh my God, no.
Let's see. It has shut day. She's up. The hump day for Kate.
Yes, it is. It is. Hello, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Sade, I'm sorry, honey, that you can't get in. We'll figure it out. I mean, we'll get there. I'm not worried about it. So we'll
Yeah.
get those glitches worked out. I mean, the Discord's not even that old, really. So again, we'll figure it all out.
Oh, which so thick. YouTube you used to have a private messaging thing, and for some reason they deleted it or disabled it. What, a couple of years back? About 3 or 4 years back.
I
I have
think you're
no
right,
idea.
Kathy. And
Yeah.
only the people that are monetized have a direct line nowadays. So
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, okay.
yes,
I wasn't sure
yes.
because
And I know.
uh,
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna say if you're monetized, you can go right to I think it's YouTube Help, and you can talk live to them right then. So as far as I know,
mm,
now I don't know if
no,
that's
I just
changed or
have
not
more
either.
of a DM with each other because when I first started my channel and I started doing giveaways, I think I was doing giveaways every 100 subs or something, and I could DM the winner on YouTube,
Right.
and then all of a sudden I couldn't. So I
Yeah, they took that away a while
yeah.
back where you could direct message each other on YouTube. Yeah, so that was a bummer too because that was kind of nice if you didn't have a way to get a hold of somebody you could too. And um, I'm lucky, like I said, if people need to message me, I still have the discussion page on my channel, and all my stuff is held for review. So have at it, folks, because it's funny.
Oh
So the
yeah,
troll comments I get are so funny, and I just laugh and go, "Sorry, delete." So I mean,
I forgot about
oh
the discussion tab. I think I used to use it too. I,
yeah. So I use that one from time to time. People have said stuff to me on that, and I forget to check it because I can't see that on a mobile device. I have to be on my desktop to actually see that.
yeah,
So
there you go. Oh my goodness.
so who knows?
So, is there anything you would like to address that has been on Stale T's mind while she's making up shit?
Nah. Because I mean,
No.
honestly, it's the same stuff. It's the same stuff
I know.
over and over and over. Bless her heart. So nobody, and that's just it. Nobody has a particular gripe. And I don't know what her gripe is with the other ones. I don't really know because I don't really follow them because they're doing exactly what they always do. They run their mouth and then run around, delete stuff, and do whatever. So it is what it is. Who cares? They talk all cryptic and stuff away. Okay, whatever. And that's just it. You know, if they want to show stuff, they can show stuff all they want because it's nothing that hasn't already been said. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
it's been said. So
There's no
it's old
secret
news.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's old news. So you know what? Like I said, I don't care, and people can do what they want to do. They can stay in their own little lanes. But again, if they're going to put silly nonsense out, it's going to be talked about and addressed.
yeah, yeah. You're not that special, stale tea. You're just a shit show that everybody watches, and it's not obsession. It's entertainment.
Right, and I will say too that there's multiple conversations going on, and I'm talking about specifically about
Oh
Discord.
yeah,
There's multiple conversations, and sometimes people don't sit right there and have one continuous conversation. Because me, I come and go so much during the day, people think I'm like a revolving door. It's like one minute I'm there and the next minute I'm not, literally. And so
yeah,
you might start a conversation with, like for you, for say, I might have a conversation going with you, and I don't see what you say for like 20 minutes, and then maybe I'm back an hour or so later and I'll reply to what you've said. And then other stuff comes in between then, and it looks like it's one long conversation when it's not really. So, and
no, no, no,
timestamps
no.
are your friend. Timestamps are definitely your friend, so you can look. And Discord has added this new little feature too, which is a thread. So you can add a thread to a conversation. I'm not even going to go there. No, Lord, no. I mean, my friend has that, and I'm confused. I keep getting tagged with all these threads, and I'm like, go away. No, I don't want to be in your thread. Go away. Leave me alone.
And
So I'm still
every
trying.
reply has that reply button you can. So and then it has a little mini bracket so you can connect to what was said originally. So you don't need that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. And the new feature that I have fun with is the reply feature where you can reply to someone. Because that's, me, I'm always a day late and a dollar short. I miss all the good stuff. And then I would have liked to have said something about that comment. And then if you say something like I said, 5 feet down, who's going to, know what you're talking about? And they'll be like, huh, is she nuts? What's she talking about? So I love that reply feature that you can reply to somebody directly about something they've
Yeah.
already said. So I do love that. So that's
Exactly.
always fun. And if anything, oh my goodness, I am the meme queen. I will me now. I'll tell you, nicknames a close second. I will come in with a meme just to do whatever. So
Yeah.
I'll come in right in the middle of a serious conversation and throw a meme in there, and everybody's like, there's Kate again.
Messing it up. Messing it up.
I do. So I'm famous for it. So, but again, we're not gonna, that yes, there's like I said, there's no naked pictures of nothing in there. Um,
No.
that
No.
that would yeah, and we don't have any pictures of kids or anything else. I mean, like I said, uh, the closest thing you're going to get, I think we're all obsessed about is our pets. Oh, good Lord. We're always
Yeah.
posting pictures of our pets and what's going on with that. And, so no, that's about the only kind of thing you're going to get in there. So that's another Discord, and I'm not in it. Nobody I know is in it. So yeah, they can put
Exactly.
all their little rumors out they want. So it is what it
And
is. And
it is. It is. And I also wanted to say to Stale Tea that um, Discord has no relation with YouTube.
no,
So
no,
you
it
cannot
doesn't.
complain to YouTube what was said on Discord. Sorry.
Right.
Um, the internet isn't owned by YouTube. I don't know
No,
what else
and
to tell you.
right. And how long ago was did Google acquire YouTube? I can't remember.
2007. I did a little
Okay.
short because or did I say 2007? 2006
Oh,
for
okay.
1.65 billion.
Right. And I
Yeah,
knew it was a while ago. And they just recently, when they did all those changes of terms and stuff starting a year or so ago, they started in with the weird messages that we all get that a Google Mods timed you out and all this other
Yeah.
stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
huh? What is that? And it doesn't matter who it is. It can be a mod because when I modded for Annie, I've been timed out on the Google Mod thing. It's just like, huh? Okay, that's weird. And I understand people's frustrations. They've taken away a lot of the good aspects of YouTube to where if you clicked on the profile, it would take you right there, whether you're in a live stream, wherever it was, and they took that
Yep.
away. And that's
Yep.
very frustrating because if and Google sometimes, or I'm getting it now mixed up myself. YouTube needs to follow their own rules because a lot of times they don't.
No.
It's against terms of service to have an exact clone account that uses your name, your picture. That's an exact clone, and that's not allowed.
No.
But as we
But
know, we see that all the time. We see that
yeah, of
all the
course we do.
time. So, it is what it is. And it just makes it frustrating for people that really don't know kind of how the ins and outs work and what's going on. So it is what it is. But, people need to take a step back and realize some stuff's a joke,
Yeah.
and and our Discord is actually called Fun Times. So when we say
Yeah.
that's one of the roles. Fun people is one of the roles. So it's like I said, so much stuff gets taken out of context. I just sit back and just laugh because it's like, oy, oy, oy. And if they want to, they want to go this route. That's why I was late. I was looking through my screenshots to see what I got. So if it's not taboo, okay. Because that was one thing that I just thought was very taboo to do, to share other people's screenshots. But hey, you
Which
know. So
uh,
I've got a
I
few of
have
my
not
own
said.
I just found.
I have not said any, and I haven't said anything that I wouldn't say here on Discord.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
And but
yeah.
I'm just saying I've got, some screenshots of people admitting some interesting things that, now they want to backpedal and never happened or just
Ooh.
whatever. So
Yeah.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
So
I
so
I
I've
think
got
it's pretty
those.
much is just be careful of what you say. Is just
Well, yeah, and
yeah.
again, that's why I say I'm a private person. I'm gonna put out pictures of my cats, and I think I actually shared a picture of one of our antique vehicles. I'm gonna do something like that, but I'm a very private person. I'm not going to put my life out there. Not that I'm ashamed of it or embarrassed by anything in it, but it's my private personal life, so I keep those things to myself.
Me too. Me too.
And some of those people
Absolutely.
that know me very well, and I do know these people in real life, fine. But that's very far and few between. So it is what it
Yeah.
is.
Hi Nova. Hi Amby. I keep forgetting to acknowledge I know you're there. So hi.
Yes,
Thanks for
hi
coming.
everybody. Good to see everybody. Nova, Sade, Jamie.
Yep. Dan.
Yes, Dan, my Axetal man. I love that little Axetal. I mean, it's like a little prehistoric creature.
He's always
And
smiling at me.
well, and he has quite the little personality, that little Axetal. I think his name is Harley. And oh my
Harley.
gosh, yeah, I think it's Harley or Harvey. And what a goofball. That little guy is a poser. He loves to ham it up for the camera. I mean, and he does. I just tickled whenever I see him because he looks like he's like a little prehistoric creature. So I
Oh,
just think it's
and
just the
Dan,
coolest
you
thing.
got to get a mate for that one and have little baby ones.
Oh, I know. A little baby
You know, like
Axetal.
the
Oh, it
fish
would be so cute.
that eat their eggs.
Yeah. So
Oh, this
and
is
Dan
really
has quite the green thumb when it comes to aquariums because oh my gosh, his cichlids are absolutely beautiful. So his setup
mm,
is just beautiful. I love going there and looking at his fish videos and that kind of stuff.
me too.
It's very relaxing to look at.
Except they cannibalize their chillins.
Yeah, some of them do. I was lucky enough at one point I had a breeding pair of angelfish and not really sure how that just kind of worked out by an accident. And I thought, well, okay, I'll try this. And oh my gosh, you have to, once the little eggs are laid, you got to separate them because the other angelfish will come over and eat them. And oh my
Oh,
goodness.
oh, too much trouble.
Yes. so so I did. I think I only ended up with what, two or three little babies that ever lived. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, he got one before and it bit the leg off the other one and it grew back.
Oh wow.
Oh my
Gosh.
God.
Well, good to know that those they have like regenerative properties.
Yes.
Okay. See, I'm right. It is prehistoric. If it can regenerate itself, that's pretty cool. Oh
Oh my
no.
God. A little amputation.
I know.
Sounds like some of the horror movies I watch. Oh my God.
Oh no. And I'm a horror movie buff. I love every kind of horror movie there is, you know. I
Me
mean,
too. Oh
just
my God. I was thinking that there's something seriously wrong with me because I don't particularly like slasher, like Friday the 13th type movies. I like the weird shit. Uh, like Martyrs. They're hard to watch, and usually I challenge myself to watch these things. I don't know why. Maybe it's COVID.
what we
Maybe.
used to
Oh
with
yeah.
one of my brothers is really like that too, and we challenge each other every season who can find the goriest movie.
Oh well, if you haven't seen the French Martyrs, please. That's your next challenge movie with your brother.
Okay,
I
what's
won't
it
tell
called
you
again?
Martyrs.
Okay, very good. The French
And
Martyrs.
it has to
I will
be,
bookmark that.
yeah, it has to be the French one. Do not watch the remake. I think the Americans did it. Did a remake. Don't watch that one.
Okay, so I want the original.
The French one. Yeah, you want the French one.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Because
and
yeah,
then you
every year
have
he
the
thinks he's gonna find one. Mm-mm.
ah. There you go. Don't tell. Don't tell. You got it. You got a
Oh,
couple of
that's I
months
will.
to track it down.
I will throw that one at him at the last minute, and and say, I've got your movie. And
Yeah,
we usually do that the month of October because Halloween around here, Halloween's not a day around here. No,
it's an
it's like the
event.
whole month of October. Yes, the whole
Oh,
month of October
okay.
is Halloween stuff. It's celebrated. I decorate the whole deal. I don't know. We usually have a Halloween party every year, and we did not last year. Just COVID was just too much, and so we just didn't do it. But I'm
Right.
hoping this year we can have a nice party. um, I might post pictures of myself doing that because I generally dress as Morticia Adams every year.
Oh,
Yes,
great
and
costume.
I've got to grab one of my sisters because she has my long black haired wig and I need it back. So that's what I
Oh, I'll
usually
just go
dress
over to
as.
the Life of a Free Spirit and borrow one after she's gone.
Yes. There you go. so so I usually do that, and it's we have a lot of fun, and it's just I will just be glad to hope the world gets back to a little bit of more normal, especially around the holidays, because I loved being able to go to my neighbors and give them baked treats and hang out. And it's just so much different, over the past year, almost two, that this has been going on. So
Yeah, yeah.
yep, I will just be glad to kind
Nova,
of have things go back to normal.
yeah, Nova says she's seen the remake. What did you think of it? I have to confess I never did. I just heard such horrible things about it that I didn't even bother. Sometimes movies should not be remade.
Yeah, I think I can tend to agree with that at some points because normally you're right, remakes usually aren't that great. So, um, but some of them have done pretty good. I'm a Star Trek fan from
Mm-hmm.
the original series mainly, and but I liked a couple of the remakes that they did from that, like the Star Trek: The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and those kind of things. I didn't watch them religiously, but there was a couple of them I liked pretty well. But the original Star Trek: The Motion Picture, that was okay. I liked the Star Trek remakes. They started kind of getting draggy after a while, and so when the Star Trek came out with the new cast with Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto, those guys, Anton Yelchin. I
right?
didn't watch it. I'm like, yeah, nah, I just don't think I'm gonna like that.
I think
And when I
I
saw
think
it,
I saw the first one, and it was okay, but
right.
it wasn't Star Trek.
No, it wasn't. The
No,
first one, I really think the Star Trek the
yeah.
motion picture, I think was an epic fail. When they
Oh,
picked
yeah,
up with the second one, which was Khan, and that one, then the Search for Spock, those were all okay. I could live with those. But one of the absolute favorites I had, which I was really shocked, was the new Star Trek with Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto. They did that so well that I loved it.
yeah.
Even doing Zoe Saldana as uh, Uhura. I mean, they really did do a good job with that, and I was
With the
terribly
casting,
crushed.
yeah,
Yes, the casting was
yeah, the
done
casting was
very, very
excellent.
well. Yes,
The
and
storyline that they made Spock and Uhura lovers is just no,
well, yeah, because that broke the
no,
tradition of Star Trek. That's because you know
exactly.
he did not have the emotions unless it was
Yeah,
specifically into the plot
on
of the
par.
show.
Yeah, yeah. And
Right.
I'm really sick that I know that word.
Oh, I we used to,
Yeah.
again, we would sit here and see who could name the episode fast enough. What was the name of the
Oh,
episode? Boop, boop, boop. And and because the one that and we're going to bore people to death. People are going to be going, God, they're talking about Star Trek. I'm out of here. When they did the spores, this side of paradise, they did the
oh yes,
spores where
yes,
Spock
yes,
got hit
yes.
with the spores. So he got to have emotions with Layla, and they were going to, the planet was perfect, and all this other stuff. And I like everybody because they could all go out of character. Dr. McCoy could go out of character. Sulu could go out of character. And, they enjoyed making those a lot from some of the memoirs I've read. They really enjoyed, having
Do you
to
know?
go out of character.
I remember being absolutely horrified by that episode. Spock's not supposed to do that.
I know. And a
All
lot of
my
people were.
characters. I
A
know.
lot of people were.
No.
And when they did the episode Tomorrow is Yesterday, where they
Mhm.
go through the Abacrom and they get stuck in different time zones, and McCoy and Spock are together with the prehistoric Mariette Hartley. And
Oh yeah.
he
Yes.
yes, and he shows emotions. Well, they had to figure out how they were going to explain that because all of a sudden Spock is showing emotions. He's eating meat, he's falling in love. He's not supposed to have these emotions. And he's showing rage at McCoy. And finally, DeForest Kelly pokes him and says, "What was your people doing 5,000 years ago, Spock?"
Yeah.
So they had to
Uh,
explain all these little weird things to where he was, besides the one with where he did have to go back to Vulcan and marry and not that kind of stuff. Um, but so yeah, I know all kinds of trivia. I've been lucky enough to go to a Comic Con years ago, so it was
oh
fun to,
wow.
to see
Yeah.
these people.
I actually
Yeah.
got William Shatner got his autograph many years ago. I think I was in junior high, and he was doing the
Oh
trade
wow.
show circuit and stuff. So that was kind of cool. So
Right.
when I got Twitter, I had, and everybody follows their favorite celebrities. So I went to follow William Shatner, and I think I lasted about 6 months before I said, "This guy is a total asshole," and unfollowed him. Never follow your favorite celebrities on Twitter because
Well, and it was very, the cast. He had a lot of issues with the
yeah,
cast.
yeah.
And most of them made up with him over the years, and it wasn't just a one and done thing. Like George Takei, it took him and George
Oh,
Takei a long time to come to
long
terms, and him and Jimmy Doohan never did, from what I remember hearing. So
time. That's
and
too bad.
um,
Yeah, yeah.
what
But
is too
yeah,
bad, but
I can.
egos
Yeah,
when you
it
have a
is.
cast like that, it was all focused on him at first. William Shatner was supposed to be the star, the star, the star, and he was the star. But then all these other characters came out of their own love and persona that we all fell in love with, so they became just as equally famous. And I don't think he liked that.
No.
So I think it was all supposed to more be geared towards him.
I know. Like I said, unfollow all your celeb Twitter people because you're going to be disappointed. Mind you, Ryan Reynolds, I still follow Ryan Reynolds just because he's a nice guy. No scandal.
And now,
Ricky
is that who
Gervais.
was in the proposal? Is that with Sandra Bullock?
Was that
Was that
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds?
Reynolds?
I can't remember. But he was dead. Deadpool? Oh, God. I forget all this
I
stuff.
know, and I can't remember either. But if I'm remembering my character, oh no, 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 wait. I think no, was it? I'm thinking somebody else. I'm getting my actors mixed up now, so we'll just quit while we're ahead. And it's like, okay, oh my god. Uh,
We're old.
but yeah. Other than that, though, I mean, it's just like we spin the wheel daily to see, who is the target for today. Like I
Oh,
told somebody else, I need a map because I don't know who am I getting yelled at today, or is it somebody else, or are we getting kind of lumped all together again? I'm just confused
well,
as,
Much
as
Tested
to.
got hers, and who else got their badge of honor?
I think everybody. I mean, it kind of comes around full circle, and we all get, this you did this and you did this, and most of the time it gets confused because it wasn't actually that person; it was somebody else.
Thank you, Sade. Thank you. Um, yes, yes. So it was everybody. Everybody has their role, and they each have their turn being the bad guy.
Oh,
So
sure, yeah.
poor nickname was picked on way too much. So it's time for somebody else.
Well, yeah, because God love her. She is probably, and I know her in real life, and she has probably got to be the sweetest person ever. And she is the least judgmental of people. She is funny. She just wants to have some fun. And, again, stuff got taken out of context. I've been teasing her all day, but yeah, I don't care. I mean, about her drinking and stuff, and if they fall down, I'm like, huh? And that's what I'm saying. Stuff gets taken so out of context. You can't. I mean, I'll hit you with one of my favorite memes later. It's stop. I'm gonna pee because oh my gosh, I laugh so hard, and
I
it's
know.
like no, that's not how it was meant or said or anything else. And I will say someone recently in one of their recent lives said no, they have not been in my Discord. And again, I have a Discord that I just made, so and it was an open Discord. It still is. People can come in, but you know that's the pitfalls of letting people come in. All these screenshots go out and they're taken out of context, and that's whatever. I don't care. But
Yeah.
and the point just went right out of my head. God, I hate that. Oh,
Well, took a nickname, Discord, picking on, nicest person. What else? What
yeah,
else?
and I don't know. It's just
Oh, thank
stuff
you,
gets
Nova.
taken out of whatever. And oh, that's what I'm saying. A certain person did say they've never been in my Discord. Yes, you were, and you admitted it on one of your lives that it was you because you said you took a stroll around and they weren't doing anything, and she just wanted to come in and see. And we're not
Yeah,
gonna. We do live reacts too. If there's people in there that are talking and somebody's live, we're going to kind of react as they're live. And yeah, if you're going to be, especially if you're talking about me or some of my friends or anybody else I know, I'm going to sit and listen and go, huh? That's not really what was said, but okay, keep going. I mean, if it makes you feel
yeah,
good,
yeah.
go ahead.
This is interesting. Keep it coming. Keep it
Yeah.
coming.
So just some of the stuff I
Yeah,
just don't understand. But again, it is what it is, and I'm not offended at all. I know I think maybe some of the people are. So and again, you don't like I said, it's nothing that I haven't already said. I don't go in to talk about people behavior. I'm just observing their behavior and
yeah.
commenting on it, basically.
Right. Yeah, Sade, you had somebody come in pretending to be you.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it
and again,
wasn't. It was obvious though.
yeah, and Candy's. She said she told me to tell you hi, and she's driving. She's going to try to listen. Um, but that was just it because we were trying to put the link out there. So, because I think the first one that Candy originally did on her live a while back, it was like last week. I think that link expired. So we were trying to get some other people in, and we left the link on her one of her videos, so people would probably see it. They were commenting on the video, so we figured, okay, people are going to see it, and we've been trying to get Sade in, and they did come in pretending to be Sade, and
Yeah.
so it's okay. And they outed themselves anyways because they said, well, they came in under Sade, somebody else. They named several people they tried to come in under. And I'm like, well, that's okay because they got banned. So thank you for telling me. So you just got banned. And
Yeah,
good luck.
you
Go to the
told me that
library and
once
get
you
your
get
next.
banned off of one Discord, you can't register for any other, right?
Nope, you sure can't. Once it's you can go to another Discord, yes, but the
Oh,
Discord that banned you, it goes by your IP address. So no, you can't rejoin. You're going to have to go find a whole nother computer because most people like me, my phone, everything that comes out of my house is connected to my desktop, which has my IP address.
right, right, right,
My
right.
cell phone doesn't have a separate one. It goes by my home. So if I used a different account on Discord, it doesn't matter. If it's all connected to one IP, you're going to get, I'm sorry, you've been banned by the creator. Go back and ask for another invite. So once you're
Okay.
banned, you are banned. You can't just come up like YouTube and make a fake name and come back. No, you got to have a whole new IP address.
Yeah. So that was
So
the
that's how that works.
library comment. I go, okay, okay. Because I couldn't remember if it was you or somebody else said, good luck going to the library.
Right, that's what I meant. Because if you're
Yeah.
going to have another IP address, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to go, to a whole nother location to get a different IP address.
Some people would.
You know,
Some people would.
well,
Some people would.
go for it, but you got it. That's where you got to be to do it at. You can't just, try to download their IP address and go from there. You have to be from that location. So maybe if somebody gets like one from and tries to stream through like McDonald's or free Wi-Fi, I think it's a little bit different with that.
Hmm.
So, but I just know that once it goes by, your IP address, it's a little bit harder to try just to make another account and come in.
Yeah,
So if they
especially if
want
there's
to, go
trolls.
ahead, come on in.
Oh,
So
whatever. Like
it
I
is
said,
what
there
it
was
is.
nothing scandalous over there. So everybody
No,
relax.
no, no naked nothing except for critters like our fur babies, that kind of stuff. And unless they want to call naked pasta naked, okay, that's fine. We've got a pretty good food channel going on over there. And cause see, that's what we're at. We want to sit and talk and snack and whatever. So we have a various wet bar. So come on over, Uh, but yeah, we have nothing inappropriate because and Discord does have rules.
Hmm.
Discord definitely has rules, but I hate to tell everybody they're not nearly as strict as what YouTube is, because Discord originally was made for gamers. So
Right.
gamers, if you've watched some of these new video games, phew, it's pretty realistic. And the only thing Discord takes very, very seriously against is graphic violence. And when I'm talking graphic violence, that's what they aren't into.
Yeah.
So, other than that, you can write to Discord to all your heart's content and try to complain to somebody, and they'll just be like, okay. And the only thing that'll happen is you'll get a notice saying you have to take down whatever it is, just like YouTube, and they tell you to take it down. If you don't, then I don't know what they would do to you. I haven't ever been in that situation or known anybody that's been in that situation. So,
No,
but
no.
I just know that they're not very picky. So, and I don't know about the other platforms like Twitter or Instagram. I don't know what their rules are about doing that kind of
Uh,
stuff. So,
Twitter is pretty responsive. So is Twitch. In fact, I know Stale T was going on about her many accounts over on Twitch, but Twitch is worse than YouTube. They will ban you from looking at a fish wrong.
oh
So
wow, okay,
Don't get your panties in a wad over that because yeah.
Well, a friend of mine streams. He does both YouTube and Twitch. And so I went over and I've got a Twitch account, but I think I forgot the password. So I'm like, oh shoot.
I've
So
got a
I hope
Twitch
I don't
too.
have to get on.
I got a Twitch too, but I don't know if it's my internet, my connection or speed or whatever. It Twitch doesn't like it, and it buffers all the time.
Oh,
So
right.
it's just a pain in the ass to go over there. Very rarely will it work. I think I saw one Peanuts stream and one of Nigs over on Twitch, and that was it. It just couldn't handle it anymore. So
Right, right. Yeah, same here. If stuff is going to buffer, um, like some of the other people that I've been living lately, it's buffering so bad half the time I can't even hear it or
yeah.
read the screen or anything like that. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. Have a good day. See you later. So it's not much fun if I can't read it or hear it or you hear and then you hear two or three words and then it blanks out again and it's like yeah whatever.
I don't know
So
too much about Instagram's policies, how strict they are, but I would imagine that they're pretty proactive with abusive behavior.
I would think they would be. I really would think they would be. And YouTube. I don't know. When I first started on YouTube, YouTube was pretty strict. I think YouTube has gotten a little bit, they laxed up a little bit, and I think they maybe realized that that might have been a mistake. So they're starting to try to, you know, uh, strengthen the curve, so to speak, I guess, on
I don't know
people.
because I remember that you could swear like a sailor and not get a notice or
No, yeah,
a slap and your content could be a little bit more. I mean, you could say uh, rape and you could say COVID or you could say all sorts of things you can't say now.
right,
Yeah,
right.
so yeah, I think because the advertising is so prevalent on YouTube now that they have to go with the advertisers.
Well, yeah,
Because
because
when
I've
I
seen
first started,
advertisements on my candle vids. I'm not monetizing in the slightest. I never
oh
will
no,
be.
YouTube's take it. Yeah, YouTube just started that. That's YouTube takes the revenue from that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the bastards. That's why I won't give them any money because they're you know taking a cut of your membership. They're taking a cut of your super chats. They're taking
Right,
making you pay big bucks for premium. I'm going no, no. You don't get
right.
you're going to get as much
No,
as
and
you think you're going to get off of me. So
no, and well, and a lot of people, I think they think that too. I'm going to get monetized and make tons of money. No, I
no,
mean, you have to have so many followers and to put out so much content. And,
yeah,
no. I mean, it's, even Annie has said, You don't make shit off of YouTube. Come on.
no, no.
So,
And
you
I think
don't.
Nags is the only one that's making serious money off it. Now he doesn't get AdSense because most of his videos are demonetized. Um, but he gets support from his supporters, and this is his full time job. That's why he streams 2 to 3 times a day.
Right,
This
right,
is his job. Yeah.
right,
So
right,
this will never be my job. It'd be fun to
right.
have a cute little income from it, but 50 bucks, that'll pay for pizza.
There you go. Yeah. So,
you know,
whatever people
yeah.
think they want to get out of it, more power to you. But I just think it's a big dream that some of these people think, oh, I'm going to be monetized. I'm going to make tons of money. And look what the cat dragged in.
Oh, sure.
Nickname. Did you bring that bottle of vodka, baby girl? Pass it around. Pass it around. You're in charge of snacks too later. Don't forget, set your alarm. How dare you sleep through an Alexa alarm? What are we going to
Oh
do
my
with you,
God.
Mrs.
I don't know. Just But yeah,
Oh,
so there you go. There's fun, and we were just talking, nickname, about how you've been picked on lately on Discord because you're such a mean
she
girl.
has she has fans. Yes. Nickname,
She
take a bow
does.
or curtsy, sweetie, curtsy. Curtsy. That's more fitting for you. This curtsy.
Throw kisses,
Oh,
flowers. And speaking of Annie, now I woke up to a little kerfuffle because Annie decided to post the link to the Discord. Why would she do that?
what? I'm sorry. I missed that. What now? Go back a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This morning I
To
woke
my
up,
Discord. To my Discord.
the one that we're all on. Yeah,
Really? And I
yeah,
don't know why Annie would think that that's, but hey, I don't care that she did, but I would wonder why she would do that. That is very curious, Kathy. I didn't know.
yeah.
Did somebody see her in a chat do
Yeah,
that
if
or
you go back into Discord and scroll, you'll find the she took it down right away, but it was like, why? Why would you do
well,
that?
yeah,
Why?
that's interesting.
If
I
you're
don't know.
if she is
I don't
declaring herself drama free, why would she do that?
want to know, especially since I'm a shady bitch and a mean girl. So I'm
Yeah,
not really sure.
exactly. Exactly.
So,
I think
why would anybody want to be in a discord with me if they don't like me because I'm a shady bitch and a mean girl? So, why would you want to come in? Because, hey, I mean, people want to come in so they can, hang out and maybe, tag Candy from time to time because seriously, she's got a lot of stuff to do and I admire her for it. She's doing her own thing right now. So she's not around as much. Hell, I'm not really even around that much. But like I said, I come in, pop in, hey, how's everybody doing? That's my job too. It's my Discord, so I'm going to try to be friendly with everybody and say, hey, what's going on? But yeah,
right.
I'm not really sure why she would put a link to my Discord in there without saying something to me first. But it is what it is. All my other links are probably expired, so well, thanks. Cool, come on over. So
Yeah, it was a little weird. But like I said, I woke up after the aftermath and everybody was talking about it. So I was just, well, all I can say is why.
yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. I did. This is the first I'm even hearing about it, so I honestly missed that. I don't know. So again, hey, if she feels like she wants to post the link to my Discord, fine. Um,
Yeah,
it's if it was I wouldn't. I'm not considering it overstepping just because Candy wanted it to be public for people to come in, and that's fine. So I don't mind that at all. But if it was a more of a private thing and I was just trying to get that link to a friend of mine, before everybody saw it, well, then yeah, it would definitely be overstepping. But again, I don't know why she would do that. We don't really kind of run in the same circle much anymore. So I don't know why she would.
yeah, yeah. It kind of had me confused by it because she's dealing with stale tea. So why is she looking over here? You know,
And there's all kinds of troll accounts that have popped up lately. And, you know, um, I've seen a couple of them. I've seen a couple of videos, and again, I laughed about it because it's funny. It's comical some of the stuff they're putting out, and I'm pretty sure I know who it is, and who cares if they want to it makes them feel important, then more power to you. Your little videos are getting some views, so little ass pats. There you go. So again, I don't care. I really just don't care. And maybe that makes me maybe I am the evil Discord because I just don't care. We're going to go in there, we're cutting up, we're just having some fun, and again, no nudes, no weird stuff, no kid pics. We don't have anything like that. And
Anthony's
yeah,
pussy pics aren't there. You know?
no, no. The only pussy pics, like I said, are going to be pictures of my new cat. So
Yeah.
yeah, other than that. And I'm sorry, I did say the cat. Maybe I should say my baby or my fur kid or whatever. But
Oh,
um, And again,
Speaking
I missed a
of
lot of stuff. I always miss everything. At least she's leaving them up so I can at least see them later. But the other person they delete instantly, and it's like, oh man.
yeah,
Again, if you're gonna leave, if you're gonna say it, be proud you said it and leave it up. Because again,
yeah.
I'm not gonna troll anybody. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think right to you.
Stand by your
So
what you say. Don't be a dirty leader.
yeah,
I
and so
think the
I'm
only
again,
time
I'm
you
just
should delete is if you got something wrong.
right. And again,
Yeah,
you know, and Nickname said it best. She said, "I'm not saying anything to Discord that I wouldn't say to your face," and that's true, and that is true from everything that's been in there. They can go back and seems like Alana has the whole thing because, like I said, it only been up for what I don't even think it's been up a week. So she got in there and screenshot a whole bunch of stuff, and somebody else came in and got a screenshot a whole bunch of stuff. But again, what do you think you're seeing?
yeah, a whole bunch of nothing.
You're Yeah, you're not really seeing anything. And like I said, you're seeing conversations between different people going on at the same time, and sometimes you chime into their conversation, other times you chime into a different conversation. So it's and it might be an hour apart, 2 hours apart the next day. You
Hmm.
just never know. So I just find that so funny that everybody's thinking that, well, this is this and this is this, and Candy's bribing somebody for something, and it's like, no, where are you seeing this? Because I actually went back and was following it through my phone while I was watching it on my desktop, and I'm going, because again, it was so blurry, I couldn't read it. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm glowing blind. I can't read the screen. And no, it's just the cheapo internet and whatever. But
Yeah.
I apologize, Lord. But so I'm getting on my phone trying to read the conversations we're going. I'm like, how are we getting that out of that? And I was like, well, okay. I mean, you're not showing the three paragraphs before that or the paragraphs after that, just certain comments
Exactly.
here and there. So I'm like, you're missing a big chunk of that conversation. So go back and put it all together and show it all the right way. But again,
Yeah.
you know,
And I know, and as soon as she starts reading this shit out, I'm going, oh, stop reading out loud. you know, uh, you want people to leave you alone. I guess that would work. Start reading stuff out loud because I swear
I
I
know.
would have
Yeah.
put my head through the drywall. Oh my god.
Yeah. And, and proof is out there. It is, excuse me, you just gotta have to kind of go find it. And
Hmm.
that's kind of what I did earlier. So I found some stuff, and if need be, well, need be. If it need be, it needs to be seen, and it will be seen. And
Yes,
you
yes.
can't unsee what's been seen. So there's
That's true.
that. And they're all rated G. Everyone,
Oh
they're all
my
rated
god.
G.
There's so G in there.
They are all rated G.
That's
Oh.
yeah.
Well, there's Niecy.
Uh,
Hi, Niecy.
it is.
But I did, and I don't have a problem with anybody. I really don't. I just don't. Um, some of the stuff, yeah, there's a couple people I still do have an issue with that. If I never heard their voices again, I'd be okay. That kind of
Mhm.
thing. And or if I never saw their face again, I'd be okay. But I just don't go to that neck of the woods anymore because it just is not worth my time. And yeah, I will listen from time to time. And if I'm going to react to it, I'm going to react to it. What are you going to do? It's like everybody else can react to things and give their opinion, but when I'm
Yeah,
giving my opinion, or you're giving your opinion, or Candy's giving her opinion, or Nickname's giving her opinion, or anybody else is giving an opinion, it's how dare you?
exactly. That's
So
exactly what I was
no.
thinking and laughing listening to Stale T's rants.
Well, and exactly, because if you're going to say
Uh,
something, I'm gonna respond.
yes, yes. And she's been at it for what? My last live was what? Last Thursday or Friday? And I took the weekend off because I had stuff to
Right.
do.
Right.
And Monday and Tuesday, I thought yesterday I would do one. Then I thought, nah, I don't feel like it. But
Right, right.
But
And
she
because I
was
don't.
on constantly from, from the time I had my last life. She's just on it, on it, on it, on it, on it, and she's calling, going, honey,
Right,
get off my
right.
dick, you know.
Oh, careful, careful, Cass. That's been taken already. That's been taken. So yeah.
I
And
know.
I'm like,
I'm sorry.
girl, not
Speaking,
even if you had one would I be on it. So sorry there.
why would I want her on me?
Not
Uh,
even. Not even. And I knew better. I was warned in advance about the Purple Rain, so I didn't even watch it because
oh
that is a very
God.
special
Oh,
song. I
oh.
was not no, I wasn't going to do it. It's just like and somebody and this was one of the screenshots that actually got posted recently in a video. I put the little monkey with the his hands over his mouth like I'm not saying that or I'm not looking at it. And somebody posted in another video of another YouTuber from I don't even know how long it was ago, and I went and nickname's famous. She's cruel, actually. Everybody, she really is. She's like,
Oh,
click on that and check it out. And I'm like, no, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I know not to click on your links. I just know better. I know better. And so everybody was teasing me about it. And but exactly, exactly, girl. But she's so funny. I just don't get it. And why it's not okay for me to say something or you to say something, and it is for everybody else. So, because I'm the most
exactly.
outspoken person there ever is.
Oh, and going back to Angry Reader, she's out camping again. What on earth does she do with that child of hers? Is the other cat
You know,
dying now?
no, I don't think so. I mean, I hope not. But I haven't. I don't know. After the cat incident, I just can't with her
Oh,
at all. I just go I rely on, which is wonderful. I rely on everybody else. If I really want to know what's going on, I'll go on Kiwi Farms and take a peek. But other than that, I just can't with
exactly.
that one. Yeah, I just can't with
No,
that one.
I
I don't even want to
her,
know. Uh, because
oh, the
it'll
key.
just be I'll
Yeah.
just walk away scratching my head going, I don't understand this. I just don't.
Oh,
So
but the
I just
farmers,
gave up
the
trying.
farmers are so succinct in what their opinion of her that it's gold to read that thread sometimes, especially when it involves her.
Right. And well, and there's two
Oh
people I know more of that just absolutely will do anything to get on there. It's them.
no.
So, I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly,
they sit there and, oh,
exactly.
I don't look at it. I don't look at it. Oh, please. You were
Of
probably on there
course
more
you
than I
do.
am.
And stale tea.
Oh, yeah,
Kiwi
both of them.
Farms
Yeah.
is not in conspiracy with you. They're not.
No.
They're not making stuff up for you. What was she going on about that Angie's Nudes? It was a big joke between her and Kiwi Farms, and
Oh, that was not.
oh my God,
No.
yes, she did. She actually put it out there, and I thought, please somebody clip that and send it to Kiwi Farms.
Yeah, because that was definitely not a joke. I mean, that was
No,
something. Yeah, we all know the little details on that. So,
yeah,
yeah,
she's
no.
just saying that because she knows there's evidence out there of her doing that. So
Oh,
she's
yeah, I
trying to,
have it.
oh, there you go.
Yeah, I am. I am. Like I said, you know, I hate to be the screenshot queen of stuff. And again, it's generally for I'm so freaking old. Thank you, everybody. That I'm not fast enough to read it right then and still talk about other stuff. Like I said, I know
Yeah,
people that have multiple things open at the same time. I am lucky to have one and follow. I need Rochelle's maps all the time. So stop. So I don't do that. I'm just not that. My brain doesn't multitask like that, so I don't have multiple tabs open at the same time. I just can't
yeah.
do it. So, but
It's hard
nope,
work doing it that way.
right.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah. So, sweetie, you said you don't have time to sit on Discord all day, but you have time to live stream all day. Yeah, those 10-hour epic Sims videos. Yeah. or when she came back from the dead and went on a 10-hour rant where she lost her voice.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. I remember. And
Yeah.
she said that she's well loved on Twitch and everything else. And amen.
Oh,
If we are hated so much, then why is she still focusing on all of us, wanting to talk about all of us? Then go be on Twitch. Go be with the people who enjoy you, who you enjoy.
yeah,
Go be with them. You obviously don't like
yeah.
us. So stop and go be with them. So I
And
don't understand
also,
how hard that is.
and did you love how she was telling us how much we all weigh?
Oh, no, I missed that. How much do I
Oh
weigh
yeah.
now?
Oh God. Well, I remember I'm 360.
Oh,
I think you were skinnier than I was, but yeah, she's going. Well, if you're talking about my weight all the time, then you're fat. Well, never said I was skinny. Of course I'm fat. I've got an extra 50 hanging around. So
girl, COVID was horrible to me. Oh my God.
yes,
'Cause
me
I
too.
baked way more than I should have. But yeah, I
Melissa.
mean, I've never claimed to be a size two. No, I have claimed that I try to go to the gym and I try to do the right things and I try to eat right when COVID's not around and my husband's not going, hey. And so I do. I certainly try to do that. But like I said, I've never proclaimed any of these things. So it's not my place to go be on camera and say, look, here I am. I'm a private person. I'm not going to do that. It's not because, I'm not anything that they think. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not doing anything. It's just that's not my persona. I'm not going to do that. That's
No,
just me.
neither am I.
So
I'm behind the scenes. Like I said, I have the face for radio. So,
yeah, there you go. And so, it is what it is. People have different comfort levels that if that's what they want
yeah,
to do, then that's what they do. And that's great. So, it's just not something I want to do.
no, no, no. I don't. And unless I win $1 billion and I get a full body done, then maybe I'll consider it. Got to show off the work.
There you go. Hey, there you go. But so no, because it's never been about, and I think I was just actually talking to Nickname about this the other day. It's never about what you look like on the outside.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
never been like that because, and me, I'm one of, and my husband thinks this is very, very weird. I don't know, maybe it is. We can be walking in a crowd of people, and if I see a man that's handsome, I will say, well, that's a handsome guy there. And if I see a woman that's really pretty, I will go,
yeah.
wow, that is a beautiful woman. So I'm not
Oh no.
afraid, to say something in front of anybody about who I think is pretty. Now, we would sit at the mall and go, oh my gosh, really? Girl, leggings aren't pants. Stop. That kind of stuff, sure. But I'm not going to attack anybody for, their race, what they believe, their
Mhm.
political beliefs. I'm not going to just do any of that
Yeah,
because it's not for me to do. But I go by the persona that you put out. So if you're putting out a nasty persona on YouTube, that's kind of how I'm thinking you're going to be. So I'm good. But if you put out that you have a decent persona, then yeah, I'm going to be friends. I'm going to talk to you, and I'm very protective of my friends. That's just how I am. So
yeah.
if I
Me
see
too.
stuff that's not right, I'm going to say something. But most of my friends, 99% of them can handle themselves very nicely. So I don't butt in unless I want to.
Hmm. Or you feel it
So I don't,
necessary.
right, right. I don't have to white knight for anybody. So, you know, it's all good. They can handle themselves very nicely. So I just wish that, if it's going to get repeated, have it be repeated accurately and go from there. And
Yeah.
again, if I've ever said something to somebody that wasn't accurate or that was taken out of context or wrong, please point it out, and I will be more than happy to apologize for it. And I actually did recently and was made fun of for it, and that's okay. That's cool.
Oh no,
Do
I
whatever
have
you
no
want.
problem apologizing if I'm wrong.
Nope.
I have
Yep.
no
Me
problem
either.
with it.
Me either. You know. And so it's I that's just how I was raised.
Me too.
If I was with my family, and especially my father, and it's just it might just be, this is a family thing, but um if I was introduced to someone by my parents or my father, and he would say, "This is so and so," and I didn't respond appropriately and politely, you would have heard about it later. And
Yep.
that's just, an elder. You were responsible and responsive to an elder, and you were polite and whatever. And that's just, you know, I think a lot of people lack that social skill today. So, hang on, I'll be right back. I got a kitty with a hairball, I think.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. What do you do for the hairballs? I've always owned dogs, never cats, though I have nothing against cats. I'm just a dog person. Oh, dear. Yeah, you know what nickname? I'm confused by it too. I don't know what she was expecting to see or why she would want people to troll, but okay. Maybe she can explain it. It'd be nice to know. Uh, yeah. Anisi, 45 years. Good for you. Oh my goodness. That's good to see. That's good to see. Oh, I was also going to to bring up steel tea. I just love it when losers throw out the word jealousy because the response will always be jealous of what? You don't have a job. Carlos is probably working for minimum wage. You live in a shack in a car lot with basically nothing. You live on your bed. You're tipping the scales at 400 and something. Um, you eat fast food. You don't own your own home. You've been arrested. You've been evicted. Uh, you have issues. So come back at me with what I should be jealous about. And I promise I'll be jealous. But other than that, I don't know where you're coming from. May, come on. You sure can. I will send you the link. Hang on a second. Da, da, da. And whoops. I always forget to X that off. There you go, love.
There we go. Sorry.
Hey, Melissa's going to join us.
Oh, absolutely. Hi, Melissa.
She's not quite in yet. How's your kitty? Oh, I lost everybody. Hello? Anybody out there? Come on in. There.
I hung up on myself. Oh,
Well, it
I
wasn't
don't know.
me. So come on
No, I
up,
know
Melissa.
what. It's
Anyone,
always me. Trust me.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Yeah, nickname. I don't understand this throwing that word around. Um,
oh, the jealous thing. I know.
yeah.
That's what
Okay,
I
Melissa.
asked her
Yeah.
to come up on your panel. I think it was Kathy, and to address that exactly. Please tell
Yes.
me what I'm jealous about.
Yes.
I'd love to know. So, are you prettier than me? Well, maybe somebody does think that for you. I don't know. But what else you got? Because hey, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm much farther along in my life. I'm more stable and content and whatever. So I don't have anything to be jealous of anybody about.
You've got all your lovely cars. You probably own your own home. Nice retirement coming up. All this. Like what? Tell me what I should be jealous of.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the the only thing is, appearance, and appearance is varies by everyone. Everyone has a different taste of what they find attractive, what they don't. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going by that. So
Yeah.
I'm going by what I've seen you do and your moralities and,
Hmm.
not your moralities. Hello,
Yeah,
your
I know what
morals.
you meant. Yeah.
Yes. And So it is. But hey, I will kind of hang here while Melissa comes up. I'd love to hear her. I haven't talked to her in a while.
Yeah, I think she said she had to reset
Oh,
something.
okay, very good.
I'm
But
going to
yeah,
see one sec. I have to reset. So okay, yeah. So we'll just keep going here. I think somebody was mentioning that how could angry Ree leave her kid behind all the time? It's because she's too busy being edgy, cool, and stoner chick. And stoner chicks don't have kids.
well, you know what, guys, and to me, that's a midlife crisis if I've ever seen one. you
Yeah.
know, I mean, we all had one. My midlife crisis involved a Mustang. I'll fess up. Okay, my midlife crisis involved a Mustang. So, but and I think we all kind of go through that when we get to around just before 40. You think, holy cow, I'm 40. Where'd everything go? Last I knew, I
Exactly.
was 20 something. So I think we all go through that, but then you kind of get to that reality that, hey, this 40 isn't so bad.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, if I could pick to go back to any age, I honestly think it would be 30. I think I would go back to 30 and just kind of keep going and know the stuff I know now. That would be cool, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But
That
I'm
seems to
okay
be the
with.
mature age.
Yes. But I'm okay, totally fine, because I don't know about everybody else, but we still have hobbies. We go do stuff. We go boating, we go walking, we go hiking. It is what it is. Now, with the bad knee, it's become not really easy to do everything I want to do, but, we still go and do stuff and, take vacations. I'm working on him. I'm working on him for vacation for this fall, because honestly, he took me on a cruise for my birthday.
Hmm.
Um, and we took the Norwegian Joy to Alaska. Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. And I always make him go to the Caribbean. So he kind of got even with me a little bit. We have family that has some stuff in St. Thomas, and if you ever get a chance, you know, I have one sibling that's all about Hawaii. I have never been to Hawaii. I'm good. I go to St. Thomas and some of the other Caribbean islands, and you're just not going to get any better. You're
Right.
just not.
Hey,
Now, Hawaii
hey,
maybe has a different aspect of what it is, and some people like that aspect a little bit better, but give me the Caribbean any day.
there
And
you go. Yeah.
so I always make him go to the Caribbean. So this time he goes, "Well, I have a surprise for you." I'm like, "Okay." And my sister had one of them had to help him do it because he is not, travel agent savvy and that kind of stuff. So she put it together for us and ran it past him, and he's like, "Yes, do it, book it." And he told me a month before we were supposed to go. And I'm like, "Oh my God, I have a month? Oh shit. I
You're
can't
on
get
your way
ready in a month. I can't get ready in a month. Oh my God." But so, I mean, it was fun, and it really was very, very cool. I got to see my brother while we were out there because we left out of Seattle. So it was fun. And what an amazing, beautiful, beautiful country Alaska is. So if you have not gone and done something like that, it's
back. I have to
amazing.
go. Yeah. Hi,
It
Melissa.
truly was.
Hi, ladies. So
Hi, Melissa.
I have three separate things I wanted to just brush over with you, and then see if one day
Sure.
you want to set up maybe a panel to discuss these, because they're all three being touched upon here, and they're
Okay.
all three, I think, pretty big issues that we should talk about in regards to the React community.
Absolutely. Go ahead. You got the platform.
Okay, so first off, a lot of these people out here reacting to being tipped as cows,
Hmm.
they're either misdiagnosed or they're not taking their diagnosis seriously as borderline versus bipolar.
Right.
Bipolar, I've been bipolar. I'm going to be 55 this year. And when I was 17, I was diagnosed accurately as bipolar. And you can treat that. And usually with bipolar, when you're manic, it's a euphoric mania. And you get within yourself, you want to go shopping like crazy, you want to
Hmm.
gamble like crazy. And
If there's that anxiety ridden kind where you get angry and take it out on others, it doesn't last too long. And it's not repetitive. So it's not this lashing out constantly. Now,
Right.
Right.
I do have relatives who are borderline, and that's what you see with them. And so with the constant poking and the but you don't even need that with borderlines. You don't even have to say anything. They just perceive it that way, and then they constantly lash out, or they see an old lashing out and they hear it again in their mind, or they hear you saying something and that's how they perceive it, and then they see it again and they think that's happening again and again and again. And
Right.
then another separate issue is misdiagnoses, because a lot of people, and I think of Amber Lynn Reed, she's been misdiagnosed, from histrionics and NPD to bipolar. Now, something that's really easy to know about that is the fact that, it's very easy to treat bipolar disorder. It doesn't mean you can't have a manic episode, but it's very easy to treat because that's the one that we have a lot of good meds for.
Right.
Right.
Okay, now off that topic and on to another topic is this whole finding it funny, and I'm not saying that's happening in this community, finding it funny to tip the cows who have borderline. So I see that happening out there, and I'm almost terrified to bring it up because
No, no, go ahead, please.
no,
And
no, I
Melissa,
mean, I'm not,
I just want to clarify what that means. Do you mean by tipping that somebody's trying to irritate them on purpose?
uh-huh.
Okay,
And
I just want to make sure I know what you're saying.
when I say
No.
what I'm saying, I'm afraid to bring it up. I'm not kidding, because there are people I won't talk about right now. I mean, I'm not joking when I say this. I'm not
Okay.
going to. There are communities I will not talk about. So I won't, and I won't ever if we do a panel on it. And I'm simply saying it goes on. It does go on. That there will be lolcows out there that other communities find it amusing to just push them and push them and push them. Not to say that some of these people aren't bad people and that they do criminal activities, but other communities do find it amusing to just keep pushing and pushing. And how ethical is that? I mean, is it
It's
ethical?
sad. It's sad that you know,
Excuse me.
in the true sense of the form, if someone was truly pushing like that, then it is sad. I think, and I do agree that I think there's a difference between reacting to things and purposely pushing things.
Sure.
So, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Right. So that's more of a meta issue. And then, okay. And then the meta issue would be the, how the Zoomers perceive things, uh, as opposed to how we might see things. And that is, they have the feeling of, oh, we take mental health so seriously and we don't want to get into anybody's fifis. But you're the ones out there doing a lot of this and finding it all humorous. And then you want to backpedal and say, oh, we didn't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, because they're the audience. The Zoomers are the audience.
Hmm.
I'm not talking about the ones on panel. I'm not talking about the
No,
one.
no.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you maybe referring to people like the Geek Room that go after Shani?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't want to mention any particular communities. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm talking also about the broader Amber Lynn and DC and even the opposing side with Megs. I'm talking about all the whole thing, the
Yeah.
whole ball of wax. Because I'm not going to say any particular names. I'm just talking about the entire ball of wax. And by the way, there are like there are a lot of creators within those communities I really enjoy. It's not that I'm not picking on anybody in particular. I'm talking about from a more meta perspective of what this is all about.
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I do see what you're trying to say. And yes, there is a problem out there, but
Yeah.
I think with a lot. Oops, Kate.
Oh
I
gosh.
think
Did I
Yeah.
figure out? I'm
Oh,
not
no,
trying to.
no, no.
You
She
just
she
got hit.
sometimes just disconnects. I'll just put the thing up again. Um, I think a lot. Like I'm going to use myself in my response
Oh,
to
before you
stale tea.
respond, let me say this one last
Yeah.
thing. I'm not finger wagging at anyone. I'm
Oh
simply
no,
trying to look at
get
it
it.
from a more meta perspective.
I get it. I get it. I'm just going just relating on my end is I only respond to what's thrown out there about me, and I don't tag her. I don't bring attention to her name. That's why we give her this, stale tea, sweet tea, whatever you like, bitter tea. But I see from the other side who you're pointing, the ones that make their content solely to get a paycheck from
Right.
Amberlynn and
Right.
Chantel and from Shani. And yeah, it's a problem for sure, a disturbing problem. Uh, but
Right.
yeah,
And I try to be that way too. I mean, I'm not gonna, really have anything like with this, what I addressed today. I felt it was important enough that, people really realize that, you can't take some of this stuff,
no,
verbatim and, verbiage. It's out of context, a lot of it. We don't share people's, I mean, come on, we're not going to share people's nudity or children's
no.
pictures or anything like that. So I felt that needed to be clarified. So other than that, I would had no intention of addressing really anything. So again, if like I said it, and I've said this before, and I do mean it, if my name comes out of your mouth, you can expect yours to come out of mine. So I will say something to address yours to go, look, no. So
Yeah.
no. Other than that, I really, I just, like Average Girl said, we're more of a commentary. We just kind of go along and kind of try to make sense of some of it, if that makes any sense. That's kind of what I say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I think this whole um, Negs versus DC thing that started happening a long time ago, it kind of started this whole ball of craziness that is getting a lot of people, sadly, involved with stuff that it just makes me kind of sad. I don't know where all this came from. I had never seen a single Negs episode. And then now
Uh-huh.
it's just like a trickle down theory. And I just started thinking more and more about all the different people. I didn't know any of those people at all. I just was shocked by some of the.
Yeah, it is a shocking delve into this community, and others that it really is shocking, uh, especially when some of the content creators, uh, I'm an educated woman. I've been to Brown University, and I'm thinking, wow, what a come down. Here you are making a living off of some mentally ill, obese woman.
Yeah. And I think that what's interesting is I started ruminating a little bit after I got off. And I did get busy with a little bit. It was a little above, honestly, secretarial work that I got and my HR stuff. But I started ruminating back on things I said, and all I was doing was responding to some emails I got
Hmm.
about my degrees. But I thought, did she think I was responding to her, DC? Because she and I had some things happen last year. And when I started saying I graduated from a public Ivy and saying stuff like that, I started thinking, did she think I was clapping back at her? Because I
Oh, so were you?
it had nothing to do with her at all. And
Yeah.
but I
Can,
was
can I just
getting
ask you, were you a fan, and I'm using my quote fingers of DC?
no. After Amber Lynn was so-called diagnosed with cancer, but
Hmm.
never showed proof. Um, After that happened, my husband's in chemo, and yes, you can hear me smoking. That's a long ass story you don't need to know about. But I've only been smoking 5 years, and he was diagnosed before I started smoking because I went to rehab for painkillers. Anyway, I had had 4 hip surgeries. So anyway, getting back to it. No, when Amber Lynn was diagnosed with cancer, my husband was literally dying in the hospital that night. I flipped out and I was making music content.
Right.
So I went on and did this whole hand to my head. Amber Lynn, how dare you do this? Ah.
Hmm.
And I got a ton of views. And I thought, well, gosh, there are people out there who want to hear another person's
Uh-huh.
perspective. And I got this whole community. I didn't know shit about React. And all of a sudden I learned about React and I started watching React videos and all these people were talking about her eating. And I thought, well, I don't care about that. And I never made content about it. But then I did make some old stuff like look at the night of drunken debauchery and this and that. But I mostly addressed the cancer stuff. Well, in
Right.
DC brought me up and I didn't really know who any of those people were, Charlie and Michael B. Petty and blah, blah, blah. And then I said, oh, DC, I see you. And I made a video about that. And I heard her mention you in an old video, and I thought,
Oh,
oh, as small as we are, as tiny as we are, she gets. I thought it was interesting because, and then when I really liked Ms. Parker because she was sharp and witty and she could really like tick, tick, tick. And then I saw DC and Irate Alex, and neither one of them liked me because they both moved away from Amber Lynn when she was diagnosed. And I was the one that came on board when she was diagnosed. So even though none of these people knew, I was real tiny. I only had 500 subs, but they knew who I was because of what I had done.
right.
And then I came back in February and I made a parody because that's kind of my gig is making parody songs. I make parody. I've made like 15 parody songs of all these people. That's what I like to do. And they're just buried like on other channels or on other stuff. Like I have sock channels and they kind of sit there for other people to use. And
Right.
Miss Parker played 2 of them. And I was like, oh my gosh, thanks. And I enjoy it when those are seen because they're fun for me to make. And I liked a lot of what she was doing. And then she had DC and Irate Alex on. And I thought, oh, they can't stand me. So they were polite, but they were polite. You know what I mean? Like, what are they going to say? And so I still hung out and, I was enjoyable. But then I met Grampy and I adore Grampy Lobster and was hanging out with him and Jello Shots and everything. And I was in Fun Brigade and stuff, but they could hear me getting more and more manic. And I got struck a few times. And then I just shut the channel down because it really does bore me.
Well, at least you can acknowledge that. Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
You
But I
stopped
started,
yourself before it got out of control.
well, not really. I did kind of spurg out a few times and I just saw myself getting poked more and more by outer people for my mania. And I thought, oh my gosh, what's interesting is they really don't see the difference between mania and a borderline. And I thought that'd be interesting to address sometime is the difference between somebody who's borderline and cannot stop when they're poked and somebody who's bipolar manic, because a bipolar manic episode is very different.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm sure the definition of it does get lost somewhere in
Yeah.
between people thinking they know what they're talking about. And I'm pretty sure I've been guilty of the same thing on occasion.
But which is fine. It's just when it becomes your content for 6 years.
Yeah.
Miss Parker hasn't been on for more than a few months, so I'm not talking about her. But
Hmm.
when you get so upset with somebody, and she's done, Shani, for example, has done this to herself. She keeps
Oh, yeah.
just like Alana has done this to herself.
Yeah.
Or sorry,
Yes,
I
yes, she
brought
has.
sorry. I'm sorry. But when people do this to themselves, they come on, they cannot edit themselves. They
Yeah.
can't shut their mic off. So
Or post inappropriate content.
sure.
And this is pointed at Angry Wee who got stormed in here and I banned. So if you see the
Oh,
chat
that
going
was
on
today.
about it, that was just a few minutes ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. What
She
did she
she
say? I
called
missed
it
it. I
old biddies.
apologize.
No, but yeah, there is something missing from her I call her immature or emotionally stunted, which I believe she is. But there's
Yeah.
other serious problems going on with her. Um, she's a 40-year-old woman that acts and speaks or tries to speak like a teenager and posts all this inappropriate content and has to brag about being cyber screwed and
Well,
making up stories about having a boyfriend. I mean,
that's a
there's
whole nother show, though. And maybe
yeah,
we should start a separate channel because that's another show. I think since OnlyFans is gone, I feel like I'm seeing more and more of these boy planet type channels that are turning into like Tinder meets OnlyFans meets YouTube.
I don't know what it is.
I think
No,
that's pretty close, though.
but yeah,
Oh goodness, I had to laugh. I'm sorry.
Well,
Oh.
Angry's not the only. She's not the only game in town, and she better watch out, or she's gonna get taken over by. Never mind.
oh no, 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 no. There are so
Oh,
many out there. There's so many out there.
well,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah,
Anyway, I just wanted to, if you, I
no,
wanted to kind of put that out there because it does get old, and the same group of viewers goes round and round, and I've heard it said that there are, they do have some viewers. I'm not just talking about any specific community. I'm talking about any given community.
hmm
They have outer viewers who can do some damage. And these people are even more mentally ill. They're more hermited, and some of them have some computer skills that are a little frightening. Yeah,
yeah,
and then things end up happening, and you get a little harassed, or you might get hacked, and it's like, yeah, great, that just happened. And so I don't know. I did. I don't know. That's all I wanted to say. I did mention
cool.
this on my very last video, and Kathy, you saw that.
Yes, I did.
And I'm not going to pin that on anybody. It's my own responsibility to keep myself safe. It's my own responsibility to manage my own content. I
hmm
just feel as though it's also a way to lay perspective on everything happening, and it's something not being said by a lot of people unless they're the ones spurting out about it.
Yeah, and what you have uh, over on the others that most people make content on this, you're self-aware that this was getting to be something you didn't want to be involved in.
Right.
So
Yeah, and then people
kudos
want to
to you.
see they want to see receipts. Okay, so my way of showing receipts is way of showing my financial information. Sure,
No.
yeah, great. Let me just bust that out for you.
Oh God, I can't believe that. But okay, geez.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought, I don't know. I was thinking about putting a few meta, on almost meta commentary on uh, Zoomers versus boomers, and I mean boomers and older
Mm.
Xers as well, kind of a thing.
Well, you got two
Right. I mean,
boomers on.
age gets thrown up at us all the time. I
Oh my
mean,
God, yeah. Age
we're
shaming
the
seems to
evil.
be the thing.
It has been lately, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like I said, we've been there and done that, and you would think that would earn us just an iota of respect, or at least to sit there and think back, well, hey, they've been through a lot, probably a lot more than we have.
hmm
Maybe it would be a good idea to kind of just smooth our way in here, just be nice, find out what they're about. We'll find out what you're about. But like I said, these people do put everything out there for everybody to see. And if it's out there, I'm sorry, another creator has already said it. If it's out there, expect it to be talked about.
Yeah, there's also the whole they get very into their feelings, and they talk about mental health, and then they'll poke at your own mental, they'll poke
Well,
right at your
yeah,
mental health and dig in that wound.
right, right. But I've seen a lot of people lately though fall back on that as an excuse to attack
Yeah,
people.
think, oh man, it's like,
Oh
I,
no, because they invented sex and drug use and that kind of thing. But I have to remind all the younger ones out there, if it wasn't for the boomers, you wouldn't have your cell phone, you wouldn't have your
Thank
internet,
you.
you
That's
wouldn't have
right.
space travel. You la 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 la. I could go on and on and on. So you're
Exactly.
welcome.
Right. And I was taught that, and I'm just saying this kind of is tends to be the society as a whole right now. It's like, well, no, you shouldn't be able to have it. I should be able to have it too, so go ahead and give it to me.
Yes, yes. It's the self entitlement. That
Exactly.
yeah.
And I have a couple of nieces and nephews who are in that little boat, and I just look at them all the time like, seriously, you're going to try to pull that one? I think not. So,
yeah, I lost a nephew on the 22nd, just a few days ago.
Oh,
And
oh, I'm sorry.
I, yeah, and the circumstances were odd. They were strange. He was being chased by someone with a gun. My
Oh,
nephews used to think that they were tough guys. They wanted to play like they were gang members because they were never in gangs. They just liked to listen to hip hop and they were of mixed race. So they wanted to pretend they were tougher than they were. And so one went south. I'm in California. One went south and one went north. And he was on his way home and he got off an off ramp to escape something and he wrecked his car and he killed both. Well, he killed himself and his girlfriend's still in critical condition
oh,
in this
oh,
accident. And I'm just trying not to think much about it. I put together a memorial video of some of his football highlights. Well, somebody in the outosphere of this community I used to run with wanted to see it. And I thought that would dox him. No, I'm not. That would dox most of my family. I'm not
right. Of course
going
not.
to.
Yeah.
Right. And then said, well, where did this happen? Doubting that it happened. And I thought, are you kidding me? What in the no? And it came off as a sincere, sweet thing, but I know better. No. Now I'm a little more slick than that now.
Well, that just kind of happened within, and it's funny, Melissa, because we're kind of like a combination of communities, how it all started off with. So I mean, MT had a kind of a little community, but he was a part of Annie and her community. I was a part of Annie and her community. Then we were parts of Candy's community. So we joked about it being the pretzel community because we were all kind of intertwined in some way. And we all
right.
just enjoyed each other and we would go to each other's lives and talk and do whatever. But um
When
I just
Bitter T and Angry Ree showed up, that's when it all fell apart.
Well, yeah, that too. But then, people want to claim that it's all one person's responsibility when, everybody kind of had a play in it as to what would be happening. And I just, I don't understand part of some of the concept of, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. And she, yeah, Angry thinks that I'm her arch nemesis when she has no idea all the stuff I was going through at that time. She was literally like a flea on my ass because,
Well, yeah, that's just it. They all think that they're this important thing, and
Yeah,
it's not. When if I have time to be on YouTube, great, whatever. If I don't, I'm not going to cry about it. It's everybody's like, oh, well, you're just salty. You don't have any place to chat. I got plenty of places to chat. I just don't have a lot of the time to do it. So, people think, well, you're around all the time. Yeah, because I'm lucky enough. Again, I'm further along in my life than some of you 20s or 30s or 40s people. I'm semi-retired. I help run a business that runs out of our home, and I help with that. There's a lot of stuff I do. I work part time when I feel like it. So sometimes, hey, I'm good, but that's where I am at my part of my life. So some of these people sit and they've got a little bit too much time and they're young. They should be out doing stuff
yeah,
and
yeah. Go
experiencing
touch
stuff.
grass.
thank you,
Yeah.
Sade. I love
Yeah.
Sade. Yeah, I appreciate that. And I haven't renewed the business license and see I've been doxxed up my butt. And part of that was Brett Keene doxed me just the week before Angry did. I mean, she didn't dox me. Sorry. I misspoke. Now, see, I have MS as well, and that's been poked at, and that's not okay to be poked at. And
Oh,
that's
of course
silly.
not.
The word searching or misspeaking, and that's really silly. But no, I did misspeak. I apologize. Struck me. That's what I meant to say.
Hmm.
So I was struck the week before by Brett Keane. Now, see, he's the scary one I was speaking of because he really doxes everybody. He also goes real life, in sending things and sending people. And the Shantyverse does get scary. I'm not talking
It
about
does.
yeah.
Yeah, it
And
does.
I'm not talking about some of the people I mentioned. I'm talking about some of the other people. And so because that Shantyverse is scary, that was the thing I was focusing on, not the angry situation being
Hmm.
struck. I wasn't worried about that. And the information they get, when you do the counter and you send out your personal information, I'm covered on that. I really am. And I'm fine. But I know a lot of people aren't. And my real life, I have a job taking care of my husband. I'm paid through the California state. And I also take HR consulting work that right now, because of the pandemic, I can't work with expats. So it's just above secretarial work. It's easy.
Right.
It's still work. You still have commitments during the day. You still have to keep your hygiene and your mental health and your physical health. And you still have to take medications and you still have to keep your house clean.
Right. You still have to
Exactly.
go along with daily life.
Yes. And daily life is long and hard when you live with what you live with.
Right. Right.
I don't know how people sit on YouTube for 12 hours a day or
Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. Go outside, touch some grass. You know,
Right. Exactly.
air.
And
that was a
experience
meme.
things. Go out, experience things, do some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I say everybody in their life should have to work retail at Christmas
Oh my
at
God. Yes.
least once. At least once. And you will step back and you will never be mean to another retail person ever again at Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, another piece of advice: never yell at your waitress because she
Yeah.
is the intermediary between that plate of food and the chef.
Yeah, I
Right.
used to get called a Karen a lot. And I thought, I've never yelled at anybody in food service or retail. How can I be a Karen? I've never asked for management.
No,
Now I
no.
have, we were just talking about this the other day. I'm an equal opportunity griper. Okay. If I don't get decent service, now I'm not going to yell and scream and make a scene or anything, but I'm going to, speak to the manager on the down low or call later and say, hey, this is what my experience was. But if I get a good experience, I'm going to share that too.
Yes,
I'm going to
yes.
be, call the manager back and go, man, I want to let you know our server was just on it. They were great. Yeah, and we don't, some people don't hardly even barely tip anymore. We tip, I think, whatever the going rate, it's 20 to 25% now. So,
Oh, wow,
these
yeah.
people work hard for their money. To be a server, you hardly get anything as it is. Now more days because they need people to work, period. But, in the day, servers only made maybe a couple bucks an hour and the rest was your tips. Because
Yeah.
I've done that too.
You know,
So,
and I also, while I'm here, I'm sorry, nickname, I owe you an apology along with a lot of other people. But the day that the singer Alanis Morissette came into my, that's what I started referring to her as. But
oh,
the day that the singer Alanis Morissette came into my chat, I didn't
Mhm.
want my mods to have to deal with anything because they weren't versed as I had become over a 24-hour period that I had no clue who she was, even though she was convinced I knew who Angry and
Oh,
she were.
yes.
right,
I really did not know. And so,
right.
um, but I did spend 24 hours getting to know who they were. And so when I was uh, kind of dogpiled in that um, video, or in that live stream, I told my
Oh
mom,
God.
stay out of everything. Please. I don't want you guys getting into a mess, either timing people. We had never timed or kicked anybody out. And
No,
so,
no.
right. So I was telling them, just stay out of it. I'll handle anything that comes up. And we usually handle everything by just laughing and going, okay. I did a
Right.
yeah, I did a PewDiePie video last year, and that's how we handled those kids. They'd call me the C word and whatever and say Karen, and I was going, okay, bye. Okay, bye now. You're 13. Get back behind the paywall of your parents' credit card. So
Yeah,
Well,
you know,
yeah,
like,
exactly. So, because some of the language I've heard coming out of people lately, it's just like, oh my gosh, really? You have to call me the C word. You have to say F you, this kind of stuff. It's just like, what's the point? I
oh, but
mean,
Kate, I do that.
why
I'm
do you have
sorry.
to over and over and over say that?
mhm,
I kind of have
mhm.
really bad language, though. I was raised by
No, no,
electricians.
I do
Oh, me
too,
too.
but generally on a live stream, like in a panel like this, I'm not going to be, or if I'm
Oh,
live
no.
streaming, I'm not going to be like, you F this, you just are effing this and this effing that, and you just are a C. It's like, really? It's like, come on.
No,
There's,
if
there's,
I'm on someone else's panel, no.
Yeah.
right, right.
Like,
Or, but, I some of these creators just go live and just, they're off and
Yeah,
running.
F bombs. Yeah.
Yes, right and left, and it's just like, okay. And a lot of them are directed at a person, so and so that's just come on,
I
you
used
can
to
do
say
better.
during every live stream, I use foul language. I have a sailor mouth, so be aware when you come in. Put your
Right,
headsets on.
and
You have little ones around.
right, and I came to your live, and contrary to popular belief, no, it wasn't about strictly because of a certain person. It's I heard about it and I thought, oh wow, I want to check out and see what this is
Yeah.
about. And your live was very nice. It was very pleasant. The people were a lot of fun. You addressed things, lightheartedly, and let it go. And I think I even left you a comment like, it was nice to meet you. Thank you for having me. And oh no, I got that, I got hammered saying, well, I was only there because you were doing this or doing that. It's like, no, I came to see what everything was about. I had fun. I thanked the host, and when I left,
That's what I
that's
wanted
true.
to apologize to Nickname about, is because I did near the end, I started getting real confused as to who was trolling me and who was being polite, or even just not even polite, but
Observing. Yeah.
respectful, or deferring to, okay, what's this about? You can come in and just disagree. You can come in and not appreciate what I'm doing. That's okay. But just not trolling me. And I wanted to make sure I didn't want to treat Nickname like a troll, because I understand you're not. But in that day, I wanted to make sure I wasn't doing that. It was very confusing for me on that day because I was handling everything on my own, and that was hard.
No,
And
I'm sure it was.
I hadn't slept much, and I was trying to do all that in one day. So same thing with UK. And even when MT came in, now I had seen MT around Annie's. I had popped into Annie's now and again, only because I had heard about her Discord getting messy and some things going down with that. And I had done this stream about Discords, you think, bringing drama into YouTube channels. And I thought that's not, so I did a stream about that. And anyway, so that's all. I same thing with you, Kate. But then when MT said that people were coming down on him for his situation, his disease,
Hmm.
oh boy, I have a real problem with that. I took care of my best friend and uncle for the last 2 years of his life. So I took him at his word, and I said, we're not going to have any of that. And then when it got into my comment section, I'm like, now, wait a second. I can be your best friend or I can be your worst enemy. Don't bring that into my comments. And sometimes if I want someone to see something, but I don't want it to be left in my comment section, I'll write it, but I'll delete it so they can see it. You know what I'm talking about? You get a notification on something and you can see the comment, like it's a message. If I don't have your Gmail, or I can't drop you a DM somewhere, or your email, you know what I mean? Like, I'll write you
Yeah.
a comment, you can see it, and then I'll delete it. So you get the message that it's there, but I don't need to tell the world about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was just trying to let MT know, look, we can be buddies and all, YouTube buddies and all, but don't play me. Don't try to treat me like I'm one of your playground kids that doesn't understand what's up.
Yeah. The thing about MT though is he likes to collect older women around him.
No,
Like the old 80s term that I had
I
the kids
know where
going,
your
yeah,
head.
yeah, yeah, the fag hag thing.
Yes.
Um, this is what he does. He collects them around him, and possibly plays them against each other. I don't know. I caught on to it really early. Um, poor, hang on. I caught on to it fairly early, and so I just hung back. There we go. Uh, but yeah, I know people like that. I know people like that, and some of the women there need to have and care for somebody that what like a mother, I suppose. I don't know. I just backed up. I just no, that's not for me.
Yeah. I'm queer. Did you know that? And a lot of people get offended. That's the old
No,
term about
well,
it.
good for you.
Well, no, I'm not. That's the thing. And that's a whole
Yeah,
nother meta thing. I didn't come into this community clout chasing on the LGBT. YouTube would be the last group to know about my, and I don't call it a preference.
yeah,
It's not, it was never
sexuality.
a preference. This was not a preference for me.
Hmm.
Um, no, I came out to my father when I was 12. My
Right.
family happens to have a lot of LGBT in it, and actually LGB. We don't have any trans members of our family, but I came out to my father when I was 12. And then when I met my husband, it was just a strange thing. And I heard a lot of that. I don't know if you remember these comments. Waiting for a train. You were waiting for a train. That was so offensive to me from the lesbian community.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, so so then I guess I was bi and married, and now
Mhm.
I'm told I'm married to a beard. So I just don't like,
Oh my God.
yeah. But whatever it is, it's nobody else's business. And when
Exactly.
I talk about what I am on YouTube, then I'm clout chasing the community. I'm like, okay, whatever you want to say and whatever you want to clout, that's your business. But I know my history, I know what I am, and that's my business.
Right. Right. Everybody should stay out of everybody's bedroom in that regard, you know?
Yeah. I just love it when they tell me I'm clout chasing. I'm like, okay, well, you're the last people to know about it. Actually, my family's known about. I'm almost 55, and my family's known about it forever. So
It's okay.
no, I don't get hurt or. That's the last thing I get hurt about. Trust me, I'm not.
Oh gosh, I know, I know. But yeah, well, kids, it's been 2 hours, and I think,
Thank you for having me on.
hey, Melissa, thank you for showing up. We had a really good talk. Thank you for that, and we'll call it an end here, and we'll do it again soon.
How do I back out so you can say goodbye to your people? I always
Oh,
forget.
ah,
Oh my
yeah.
god!
Oh, you're okay, Melissa. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, guys. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much again for showing up. We'll do it again real soon. And adios.